An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Randall. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Complete to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spin it to those guys, let them go make plays.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Haynes. Out of space. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
LSU 3, Clemson 0.
So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
With the run on first and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. On second and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Shoots it to the left. And that one's incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop them on third down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. LSU right back to the line. Quarterback making checks. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Wide open downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still.
Touchdown, LSU! Fitted in the window for the score.
No doubt who the quarterback was going to on that play. Down close, by the goal line, there was only one dude that could make that play, and the quarterback found him.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
17, Clemson, 7.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Randall. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Now he's going to break the pocket. Finds his big tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Power football with the run. Gets it past the marker. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got some room to run. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. The score, LSU, 17, Clemson, 7.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here comes the option. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. to try that 55-yard field goal. They'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Klubnik. Pressure coming. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Tigers! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Randall. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Pocket breaking down. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Randall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really...
It's a fumble! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Johnson looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, LSU 31, Clemson 7.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Shakes off the defender. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab down the left side. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him, makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
Looking for the score. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the back. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. Talking to the coaches coming to the game, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He gets a block. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives. There he goes! He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's a microcosm of the kind of day it's been for this offense. Points have been hard to come by. Only 7 points, and finally here late in the game, you get an opportunity down close, and you throw an interception. They're going to have to go back, watch the film, and improve before taking the field next week.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Here we go. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
And this offense, unfortunately, finishing like they've played all game long, struggling to put points on the board. Another turnover here late in the football game, and I think people are starting to go ahead and exit the aisles and take on off out of here.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hill. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this